Moneybox Project Lesson 1. This is the bell work. Uh, Pause the video and answer them to the best of your ability. Make sure that you do answer every single question and refer back through your workbooks to be able to find the answer. You should be able to find this from rotation 1. So question 1, what does the term design brief mean? What is 542 millimeters in centimeters? What is 859 centimeters in millimeters? Does the specification need to be specific? Must the guideline be straight? Which category of plastic is recyclable? What does anthropometrics mean? And which category of plastic has strong covalent bonds? Pause the video now and answer the questions. So the answer to question number 1 is a plan of a design or product. Question number 2 is 54.2 centimeters. Question number 3, 8,590 millimeters. Please ensure that you add the units at the end. Does the specification need to be specific? Well, clues in the name, yes. Must the guideline be straight? No, it does not. As long as it's hitting the top or bottom of the guideline within typography, that's absolutely fine. Which category of plastic is recyclable? That's thermoplastic or thermoforming plastic. What does anthropometrics mean? The data collected on the measurement of the human body. And lastly, which category of plastic has strong covalent bonds? The answer to that is thermosetting plastic. So we need to make sure that we have excellent presentation within our books. So excellent presentation of work enables easier marking, feedback and assessment. It also allows students to reflect on their work or use the work as a revision aid for assessment. You must write the title and date at the start of every lesson, underline title and date every lesson, complete bell work and mark correct using a red pen. You must not doodle, sketch, or scribble unnecessary images or text in your workbooks. This will now result in an instant C3 if this is seen. So what does good learning look like in technology? So we are confident and clear. We've got curiosity and we ask the teacher questions. We show independence by thinking for ourselves and trying to answer the question before asking the teacher. We plan what we are going to put down and ensure that we write full sentences and making the most of time and resources. So pick one skill you would like to try and improve on this year. Pause the video and answer the question. Okay, health and safety. We need to make sure that when we are in the workshop that we are wearing correct PPE, which is personal protective equipment. We are following our workshop rules to ensure that everybody is safe and learns to the best of their ability. Tidy your workspaces. So if you are cutting, drilling, or anything like that in the workshop, you must clean up after yourselves. And any damages or injuries, inform the teacher. So that's damages to any tools or any injury, no matter how small, please ensure that you inform the teacher. Now then, what I would like you to do is to write the following task into your workbooks using a red pen. You must also highlight any unfamiliar words. So this is the task for this rotation. So you have been asked to design and make a money box that will entice people to save money. Your money box must be made from timber and plastic and must contain the unique design on the side using guidelines. Please pause the video for you to write this down in your workbook. Okay, I understand that you are doing this via a video. However, there are a few words there that you might not know. So one of the main words that people ask me, what does this mean, is entice. So entice doesn't necessarily mean to force someone, but it is trying to convince someone to save. So this money box is there to entice you to save. So instead of having an easy access to the money once you put it into your money box, you are going to have to unscrew it to get the money out. That's there to entice you to save. where it says that your money box must be made from timber. Now, timber is another word for wood and must contain a unique design using guidelines. Now, guidelines is something that we did in the Bluetooth um, earphones case where we did logo design. That's when you have two or more lines hitting the top and bottom for typography. So using the task that you have been given, you will now produce a mind map containing keywords from the task and possible themes for your money box design. So we can see on the left hand side here, it says keywords from task. So which parts of the task are essential? Write all the keywords here and a full explanation what they mean. When it comes to themes, now remember that this is your money box, so you can make it any theme you want. If you want it to be football, your favorite Netflix show, your favorite book, whatever it is, you are going to have two pieces of plywood to be able to put your design on there using guidelines. So, which themes are you thinking of using for your money box unique design? Write the possibilities here. Now, I'd like you to pause the video and write as many themes you are thinking of making your money box out of in your workbooks, please. So going back now to the design brief. Now we did this in the last rotation, but what is a design brief? Now it's not a brief sketch or a brief explanation of a product. It is actually a plan of what you are going to design. The word plan is essential here. It's the first thing that every engineer does before they undertake any practical or any design stages. They write a plan of what they're going to make. So this is your task. Use the task to write your own design brief in your workbooks. I have given you a sentence starter there. So I have been tasked to design and create a what. You use that entire task and you tell me everything. What's it made out of? What must it contain? What are you going to use to make the logo? So a full sentence there, please, of a plan of what you are going to make. Pause the video and write that into your workbooks. Now that we have the design brief in place, we now need to create a specification. Now, again, this is something that we covered in the last rotation, so you should be familiar with it. If you don't remember how to do the specification, go back through your books, look at the one for the Bluetooth earphones case, and that will aid you there. Now, a specification has to be specific, hence the name, for the specific needs of a product. That's what specification is. So, what size is it? What material is it made out of? Who's it for? What's the aesthetics? What does it look like? Is it red? Is it black? Is it blue? All those things you need a sentence for each one. So, moving on to the task or the next task here. So, write down three specific needs for these products in your workbook. So we've got the Nintendo Switch there, the new design. What must this product do, include, look like? The bag in the middle, same question. What must it do, include, look like? And finally, quite a retro piece, but a Nokia mobile phone. What must it do, include, look like? Now, I am going to tell you, this did not have a camera on it, no apps whatsoever. But look at the product and tell me what you see. Pause the video and complete this task, please. Okay, we are now going to write our own specification for the money box that you are going to be making. So here I've got a few top tips. I highly suggest that you pause this video and look at all the top tips I've given you here. So specification falls under Access FM. Now Access FM stands for aesthetics, cost, customer environment, size, safety, function, and materials. You will now need to write a detailed specification for your money box. Apologies, it says board game there. Remember to use full sentences for each part of Access FM and to be specific. Use your previous specification and this slide to aid you. So aesthetics, I've given you a sentence starter there, my product must look, and I've given you a few words that you can use, so nice, smooth, different. However, instead of just saying my product must look nice, how are you going to make it look nice? What's the color you're going to use? What's your unique design? Why are you using that? Cost, my product must cost blank to sell and make. Now, it will not cost more than £2.50 for you to make this product. What I want you to do is say, how much will you sell it for? How much profit would you make? And just a nice sentence around that. Customer, who is the product for? So looking at your unique design, who are you making it for? If you make a Manchester United Football Club design, would that be for somebody that supports Manchester City? No, of course not. So please, a full sentence explaining who your customer is and the ages as well. Environment, so my product must be environmentally friendly, repairable, recyclable. Now, every part of this money box is recyclable because you are making it out of both thermoforming plastic, which we know from the last rotation is recyclable. You are using acrylic. You are also using pine, which is a natural timber, and you are using plywood, which is a manufactured board. However, it is highly recyclable. When it says to make it repairable, well, you are building it from scratch. So if it does break, can you fix it? Yes, of course you can, sounding like Bob the Builder there. Size, how big will the money box be? So your money box is roughly going to be 8 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Tell me what that is in millimeters. Safety, is your product safe to use? If so, why and how, and which ages are allowed to use it? Function, what must your money box do? How will it entice people to save? And then finally, materials, which I just touched upon earlier. Which materials will you use to make your money box? Well, you are going to be using pine, which is a softwood, plywood, which is a manufactured board. You are also going to be using plastic or thermoforming plastic, more specifically acrylic. You are also going to use a small amount of metal because you are going to be using screw cups and screws to assemble your money box. What I would like you to do now is to pause this video and complete your own specification in your workbooks.